I'm Shashank and you're watching Technician India, and this is the Samsung Fold5. Let's begin with the video. These days, unboxing are not as fun as they used to be, as the boxes have gotten quite slimmer, and they usually include just the phone and a cable and some paper manuals. So let's see what we get in with this latest phone by Samsung. Firstly, we are greeted with this phone itself, which is in unfolded condition, and it feels quite slim and lighter than last year's generation. Next up, we have another box in which we have some I think so the SIM card ejector tool, the paper manuals, and the charging cable, Type C to Type C cable. That's pretty much it for the unboxing experience. It is very not at all unique nowadays. Earlier we used to have those fat boxes, which was a lot of fun to unbox. So the crease, I can see that it is as good as last year's only, but there's one thing which I'm noticing is that when it is unfolded, it is quite flatter. It is not up. Last year's was slightly like this, so it used to be very annoying. And also one more thing is new is that there's no gap in between the panels, so the screen is more protected from dust and debris. And the phone also is feeling quite light and thinner also compared to the last year's Fold 4. Let's quickly do the physical overview of this device. On the right hand side, when closed, you get the SIM card tray, the volume rockers, and the power on and off button, which is also the fingerprint sensor out here. On the bottom, we get the Type C port for charging, the primary microphone, and the primary speaker. On the left hand side is the new hinge that Samsung has done. It is quite slimmer and it feels sturdy enough. On top, we have a lot of microphones for noise cancelling and another speaker for that the stereo effect. In the front, we have a 6.2-inch display which supports up to 120 Hz of refresh rate, and it is a 2x AMOLED panel which has the protection of Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, so it is quite effective in terms of scratches and scuffs. Here also we have Gorilla Glass Victus protection and triple rear cameras with a single flash. So there are a total of 5 cameras in this phone. The primary sensor out here is a 50 megapixel f1.8 aperture camera. Then there is a 10 megapixel telescope camera for 3x optical zoom, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera for those ultra wide shots. In the front, we have a 10 megapixel selfie shooter. Also another camera out here, which is an in-display camera, which is of 4 megapixel. Talking about the inner display, it is a 7.6-inch display which supports up to 120 Hz of refresh rate, and this is a plastic folding display, but this year around the crease is a little bit smaller and little bit less noticeable because of the folding mechanism. If you see, when you fold, this screen now folds in a teardrop shape. Let's quickly check the weight of this phone. Without any case, it is around 255-256 grams, and if we check the weight with a normal TPU case, it goes up to 290 grams. Compared to the last year's Fold 4, the Fold 5 with a protective case and without a protective case is around 10 grams lighter. It may not sound a lot, but in day-to-day life, when you have to hold on to it and carry it in your pocket, it will feel way lighter. So this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 2 processor, which is specially made for Samsung, and Samsung is saying that they have collaborated with Qualcomm to make it a better processor overall to improve the efficiency of this phone in terms of gaming and camera performance. So this phone is powered by a 4400 mAh battery which breezes through day-to-day tasks and also a lot of heavy activity, you can get a screen on time of at least 7 hours, but only time will tell that how much the battery lasts overall. Though the battery is small, it supports 25 watts of fast wireless charging, and Samsung claims that the phone will charge from 0 to 50 in just 30 minutes. So we'll be testing out these figures and we'll let you know the full review of this phone in the next one. We are liking this ice blue color, as Samsung calls it, and if you are liking the video, please go down and press the like button right now, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so right now. It helps the channel a lot.